Hi, I'm DJ Rad Key. This is June 28th, 2018, and welcome to my fourth vlog. I received some very good news yesterday. Got booked for a gig. The gig is for tonight. It's at a bar called Sharky's in Coral Springs. And it's kind of like a co-DJing gig. I got it through an acquaintance. His name is Wes. His DJ name is DJ Wuggy. I met him through a mutual friend named Aaron, and Aaron, it was an unbelievable human being, an old roommate, great guy, honestly probably the nicest person, nicest human I've ever met in my life. I'm not just saying in Florida, in my life. An amazing, amazing guy. He introduced us, primitively early in my DJ stages. Like, didn't even have a mixer. It was just like, dude, I want to DJ. I didn't have anything really, no controller or anything. And he's like, I was talking about DJing, as my roommate, I'm just like, man, I don't even know where to start. And he's like, yeah, go to this bar, meet with this DJ, drop my name, he'll help you out. And I did. I literally walked into this bar, 131, shout out to them, an awesome lounge in Boca. Walked in the door, and just to give you a visual idea of what that bar looks like, it's like something straight out of like New Jersey, or let's say Manhattan, like 1984. Like I'm waiting for John Gotti's boys to come in at some point and buy me a Manhattan or whatever. But it's got that feel to it. It's an awesome bar in Boca, but they operate 3 DJs, and they kind of have like this rotating system thing, which I'm not a big fan of. I mean, I feel like a DJ should own his set, and if it's an hour set, own the hour set. They kind of do, like, one dude will play for 20 minutes, another guy plays for half hour, and then maybe another guy gets a phone call. He goes, introduce himself to some people. They drift back around. So I don't know if that's kind of the format that he likes, but regardless, I'm happy to have a gig. It is a bar called Sharky's. It's in Coral Springs. He's told me a biker bar, play music accordingly. So I was like, biker bar. I think in my head, like the scene from, I don't say like Sons of Anarchy, but like just some badass dudes, tatted up, all kind of have that gnarled look to them. And so I'm like, oh, so I'm gonna be dropping like some like Seeger and like some Skinner and like classic rock, right? Classic rock bangers, like Taking Care of Business, Bachman Turner Overdrive kind of stuff. And he's like, no, absolutely not. He's like, I'm glad I asked. He's like, biker bar, bro. So then I'm thinking, okay, biker bar, like, okay, like Motley Crue. It's Florida, so like, is it like Motley Crue, like girls biker bar? Is it like Poison, that deal? I can rock out some of that. I'm gonna have to do a little more downloads. And he's like, no, not that kind of biker bar, hip hop. So maybe it's I'm thinking like a throwback 90s kind of feel then. So it's kind of what I gathered from him. That's kind of music he plays. So again, I'm not an opener, so it's not like I gotta save, OPP and, Rump Shaker and all like what I consider awesome 90s hip hop bangers, that kind of genre, that time period. So I'm gonna just roll with what I have. That's the plan for today. So as a vlog, I want to tell you about maybe what I did yesterday, what I'm doing today. To backtrack on yesterday, I had an awesome day. It was the second day of class, and I recorded the second podcast as well. Second podcast I hosted my co-host was DJ Shinobi, and my special guest was DJ Immortal. The dynamics worked well. Immortal was super busy, and the studio was super busy, and I did get a lot of good, recordings in, or, good. We went just over an hour. A lot of background noise, unfortunately, but whatever. It's a studio, but it's not like a soundproof studio. There's people walking in and out. There is access to the bathroom through the studio, so not ideal recording conditions, but it is what it is, right? Recorded the second podcast yesterday. Came home and was like, okay, I should digest, take some time and then listen to it. And that was like Christmas Day with this podcast. And I felt the same way with the first one. Like all I wanted to do was like listen to it. Like the second I hit, I stopped recording it, like everything else was just like, I can't wait to listen to this. So that's a good thing. If I recorded it and I was like, okay, cool, I'll put this in a file and, listen to it tomorrow and get it up on SoundCloud next week. But I was like, I want to listen to this. Is it good? If it's good, it's going on SoundCloud immediately, barring something unforeseen or whatever. So I did put it up on SoundCloud. So I have 2 podcasts now on SoundCloud. The first one, episode 1, the first step, and now this is episode 2. Titled it Roll in Peace. It just seemed appropriate. There was really no, the SXX extension. Hopefully, not hopefully, it ties in somewhat of talking about like a memorial for him that was, yesterday. And then also like my guest host, co-host Shinobi, he had a mutual kind of a person he knew who knows Extension's family or knew him while he was alive, knows his mother now. He tells a little bit of a story. A few things that I learned from the podcast was the AC was an issue. I can't tell my instructor, my mentor, DJ Immortal, hey bro, for my podcast, I need you to turn off the AC. But like where we were recording was like the only really good spot there to record, unfortunately. Like if the place was closed, and I'm not saying this is going to be an option, but hypothetically, it'd be an awesome place to record if it was closed. Being that it's open, there's so much camaraderie. Like, there's people doing their scratch routines. There's people doing their mixes, producing songs, coming in and out, and phone calls. And the way the Academy is kind of, I guess, architecturally built, it's a long, thinner building in downtown Hollywood. So imagine like a downtown area, a storefront. You walk up, there's like a foyer, a door, a big picture window where he has like display equipment set up, like you can use it, but it's more of a display. And then you walk in, to your right is kind of like your awards. It has like products for sale. Boop. $25, buy it. Cool hat, Scratch Academy. I'll probably rock it a lot. It just came available yesterday. So he's got some merchandise for sale, merchandise case, an awards case. On one side, on the other side's an office. And then like there's like not even a wall, it's just 2 shelves of records that kind of form a half wall. And then there's like I would say like the basic scratching studio, and then you have like an advanced scratching studio in a separate room, and then the far back room, the studio / workspace / access to the bathroom, unfortunately, and this huge air conditioning unit. So there's like some zzz-ish kind of noise, and I'm sure once I get good at recording, I'll be able to like mitigate that. But I was just worried because I know my vocal control, and I'm confident when I talk. Obviously, I'm doing this vlog. But like I was really like thrown off by Shinobi spoke very quietly, soft spoken. So there was points where he was like extra. When he spoke at a normal tone, I adjusted it. So I'm like, okay, he's a soft spoken guy. The AC is like right above his head. We could move around, but again, it's a small space. I would say maybe 8 feet by 8 feet, somewhere around those. So you don't have, it's not like, we'll just move into this corner. Like it's pretty much this room, you've got a couch, so on and so forth. You can kind of picture the setup. So I'm like, well, it's something I got to deal with. But I'm going to talk to him about, he is going to be on my next show. And that'll be podcast 3. Podcast 3 is going to be recorded, I decided, Monday. It's July 2nd. I wanted to do podcasts on Monday. Then I realized that the Billboard Hot 100 comes out they release it on Tuesdays. So then it kind of becomes almost like 6 days too late for one of my segments, which I like. The first podcast I recorded, I wanted to do a segment at the end or near the end with top 10 songs of the year, maybe like a little kind of review, like what was number 1 last year. I'm going to do what was number 1 10 years ago, and maybe what was number 1 20 years ago as well, something like that. I like that kind of stuff. And, ties in a little history. I did give like a little quick synopsis of my history lesson. We talked about Missy Elliott as our throwback artist of the week, which is going to be a permanent segment. I like it. Hope you enjoyed this vlog. It's, again, a daily thing. I have a little bit of maybe a little bit of a delay, but hopefully I'll get these recorded in the morning, get something out to you by the evening. You'll have something, every day you wake up to. What's DJ Rad Key doing today? I hope. So that's the purpose of this, is to entertain you, is to help me as a DJ, to inform you and entertain you. So Hope you enjoyed. Again, my name is DJ Rad Key. Have a great day. Be good to people. Make some friends. Peace.